Last night, the Kiev regime attempted another terrorist attack on Russian territory over the Belgorod region. Our air defense systems shot down 4 Ukrainian aircraft-type drones. Over the Kursk region, 3 drones were shot down. The Russian Air Force responded with strikes on Ukrainian reserves in the Sumy region. In this footage, our aircraft use FAB bombs to destroy enemies located in hangars on the territory of the Ukrainian State Border Service Directorate in Mariupol. And the most important date. Today is the 81st anniversary of the end of the Battle of Kursk. On August 23, 1943, the largest tank battle in history ended. One of the largest battles in history. Having defeated the Wehrmacht on the Kursk Bulge, the Red Army went on the offensive. And exactly 81 years ago it liberated Kharkov. And 2.5 months later, the Nazi hordes were driven out of Kiev. The Russian Foreign Ministry stated that Western military equipment is burning again in Kursk today. And its residents are also demonstrating their intransigence in the face of the Nazi onslaught. The lessons of the Battle of Kursk are especially relevant today, said Russian ambassador to Washington Antonov. There is no doubt that the Nazis who invaded Kursk Oblast will be destroyed. And Putin has decided to severely punish the Kiev regime for invading Russian territory. The diplomat said, well, that is, we are waiting for retaliatory strikes. In the meantime, enemy equipment is burning in the Kursk border region. The local forest is literally littered with the bodies of militants. Washington is preparing to send a new batch of aid to Ukraine. According to the Associated Press, we are talking about $120 million. The new aid package will include ammunition for HIMARS multiple launch rocket systems and the Javelin anti-tank missile system. Ukraine will also receive drones and electronic warfare systems. However, Washington hawks are currently focused not even on new weapons packages, but on the strategy for their victory. The foreign policy publication, citing the chairman of the U.S. House Committee on Foreign Affairs, McCall, demands that Biden and Harris present to Congress a plan that will describe in detail how the United States should support Ukraine so that Ukraine defeats Russia and Putin. It became known that more than 10 weeks have passed since the deadline for submitting the document to the White House. And Congress is naturally unhappy. McCall said that so far support for Kiev is only so that Kiev simply survives, but cannot win. As you understand, they are talking about strikes with long-range American missiles on Russian territory. It is time to remove the handcuffs from Zelensky, McCall said, and the United States, apparently, is really ready for a new round of escalation. At night, the Pentagon officially allowed Ukraine to use American weapons on the territory of the Kursk region. This was reported by the deputy official spokesperson of the Pentagon, the notorious Sabrina Singh. That is, it turns out that Zelensky had previously done this without asking, but now they have allowed him. This is not only about tanks and equipment, but also about aerial bombs. This footage shows the settlement of Glizkovo and an airstrike by the Ukrainian Air Force on our military with American GBU-39 bombs. Pentagon Chief Austin intends to discuss with Kiev in the near future a further plan, as he put it, for holding the captured territories. This footage shows a new episode of the destruction of Ukrainian air defense detection systems. The footage shows a P-18 radar station near the village of Kamenka in the Kharkov region. Then everything is as usual. A Russian Air Force Su-34 aircraft and an H-35 missile. It is noteworthy that the day before, literally 40 kilometers from this P-18 station, an S-300 air defense missile system launcher was destroyed. Ukrainian militants from the Azov Regiment, or the 3rd Assault Brigade of Ukraine, as they renamed themselves so, that the West would not be embarrassed to arm Hitler lovers, announced the beginning of offensive actions in the Kharkov region. Their stated goal is an attempt to knock down the offensive potential of the 20th Army of Russia in the Makeyevka region. This footage shows one of the absolutely senseless attacks by Beletsky's thugs near the village of Gluboko. The enemies got a punch in the teeth and retreated, abandoning their burning equipment. The fighters of the center group in the Toretsk direction demonstrate how to properly break through the defense. Look. Each shot from an ATGM is a precise strike. Our defense ministry reported today that Ukrainian troops have left their positions in high-rise buildings in the east of Toretsk. The Ukrainian command is now trying to transfer new infantry groups that are more motivated, but most of them are destroyed by us on the way to their positions.